Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die Afterlife. So what I want to do today is get some resin. I think that's what I wanted to do in the previous day, but I forgot. So, we're going to do it today. I got a bunch of powder here. A bunch of the coal powder. We'll get 300 of it, which I think would be 34, 11. There we go. And let's turn these into leather. And then we'll get a bunch of resin so we can get pitch. We're going to need a lot of it. And then turn one of the areas into a little horde base. And of course, I'll start working on the counterfeit money thing soon. But, you know, preparing for Horde Night obviously takes much more importance. You know, it's way more important than trying to get the money or the gun. So let's go ahead and knife some trees. All right, so I got 750 resin, which I think is the amount I need for 300 powder. I'm not quite sure. My math might not be mathing right, but you know, it doesn't matter so long as we can make a bunch. Yeah, so I can make 150. So let's go ahead and just do that. 36 minutes, so I will need another log. So let's go ahead and make this log, put it on there. And then I have all of this paste, or not paste, all this infected water that I can do whatever I please with. Do I have any bone? The answer seems to be no. Must have turned it all into bone shards, which is fine. Grab that. So now I have some meat. Put that up. So I've gotten all of the stuff in these. So put that up and put this up or out. And then I'm going to collect some chrysanthemum and goldenrod so I can start making some better stuff.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I got a little bit of goldenrod and chrysanthemum. Not very much, but it's a start. And I'll make make 3 coffees. I'll make 4 coffee. 2 goldenrod. And 4 red tea. So, what is the... It's 20... Oh, right, I can't make coffee yet. Oh, it takes 2 per thing. That's right, I totally forgot about that. I wonder if coffee is the same. Was it? No, it's only 1. What about this? That also takes 2. Okay, so I think that's correct. So make 3 on this one, 1 here, and these 2 here. And I will wait until that's finished. And then I will make some paste. So I'll see y'all after I collected some of this stuff. Okay, so I got about 40, which allows me to make not a whole lot, but you know, some. So we'll make 50 of these. And I think you need paper, which we got 500 there and 140 here. And let's see, what does it take? Okay, I don't know why that's tracked. So it only takes 1 green paste. Okay. So that's actually even better than I thought. So that makes $50, 4 minutes worth. So I might end up building another research desk at some point. You know, one for literature fragments, one for counterfeit money, and our just general stuff. So I'm going to put those up, actually. Oops. In fact, I can probably just do 2 in each of these. Not what I meant to do. 2 of those. 2 of those. Still enough for... I could do another one. Just fill up our water here. Oh, I only need 1. Okay. Do you need... Yeah, you do. Cook. And then cook, cook. Cook 1 there. And then essentially wait for that one to get done. So put the goldenrod tea up, and I will use this for right now. Antioxidant, providing excellent rehydration and reducing food drain so that exertion does not make you hungry and thirsty as quickly, which is pretty good. So we'll add logs to both of those. 1 here. 1 here. That'll get at least 2 of these done. Go ahead and put some stuff up. I accidentally put the coffee up, meant to put the dirty water up. I'll put the bucket up too, because we don't need that right now. Do I have other tool lockpicks? The answer is looking like a pretty big no. 2 is not enough to really open anything for me. Go ahead and get that. Got 31 monies. Let's go ahead and get all of this. And I will see you at the house where we're gonna shack up for the Horde Night.
A few moments later.
Alright, so here we are. It's just, you know, 2 houses down. Right there is the base. And we got this house, the one where the mutated guy, the feral mutant, was. So we're gonna clear some of this here. Loot the concrete. Go ahead and destroy this. That. Pretty much just kind of get rid of stuff. Ooh, wow. Iron shovel sure does a lot. Go ahead and eat some food while we're at it, because it looks like we're pretty hungry. We'll just eat all the way until 5. And then we will drink... not water, we'll drink this. Just 1 for now. And then go ahead and dig this up. Then we'll work on destroying some of the blocks in here.
5 minutes later.
Alright, and we're gonna pick this up as well. It's a radiator. I think it becomes a brass radiator. Yeah. Which is really heavy. Doesn't help that we have all this wood and stuff on us either. And then bust out ye old planing tool with the hammer. And this is where things get a little funky. Going to go with bust out the old double pole, advanced rotation. And I want the side, to the side, side, side. And then over here as well, side, side. No, wait. Yeah, I want it like that. And then we want it this way. And same here. The only thing that might get through would be spiders on. Well, actually, is there anything I can do? I guess I could do like bars, like actual bars. It looks kind of weird though. But it doesn't really have to look good. It's just gotta work, right? So let's go with that. And I will start upgrading some stuff. I'm actually a little worried about using joined wood. I might... Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the nails. So obviously I don't want to do all of it because I don't want to block myself in. But I will do this side. Just like fully. And then I'll do one half of the other side as well as the top to it. So we got this little defensive thing. Alright, so now I can still get in. And when Horde Night comes, I can, you know, slip through there, repair it real quick. And the hope is that they try and come through here to try and hit me and they don't go for the walls. If they do, that's going to be pretty bad for me. But if they try to come for these walls, it might be fine because we can still... Well, not what I meant to do, but, you know, we can still melee those. Do not have... Oh, I do have... Okay. So, hopefully this works. Even after the 1.1 update. It does not seem like the Horde has gotten too much... Like, it seems like it scales quite well. So hopefully everything works out just fine for us. Go ahead and grab the nail from that. Get the clay here. Unfortunately, clay gathering, or really any thing that you mine, is just kind of a pain in the ass. But I think we'll live. Again, we're gonna mostly focus on bronze, but I do want to get some metal, some raw iron to be specific, because I want to make these sickles so we can get plants at a much better rate. Because the amount that we get it right now is really, really slow. But I think we're pretty good on everything. So we're gonna go raid another POI. I'm going to go probably a little off this way. So I will see you when I find something.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, so I'm over here and I think I will do this POI. There's a shotgun messiah shooting range right there, which is kind of nice. We'll do that quite a bit later because there are going to be ferals in there, but for now, I think I'm going to do this one, this POI specifically. So we'll just get that done right now. Hey, post commentary, Kashi here. So, kind of accidentally muted my mic for it was like 28 minutes, somewhere around there. So I ended up having to do some post commentary here for about 18 after doing the editing. Just looting this first building that we came across, which I can't remember how much useful stuff there was. We'll figure out as we go along, but I know I've been playing this game a lot on my off time. I think I reached week 3 on a difference, trying to hit that block to see if there was a hidden path behind it, because sometimes these houses do that. They have, just in general things that might house just, secret loot. I don't think it's that common, but it's common enough to be on the lookout for. But anyways, yeah, I've been playing on my own a little bit, just trying to figure things out. And I got to, it was about week 3, and I had my first death because the week 3 horde was a lot harder. Now, I know there was a poll in the Discord not too long ago. It was after I did the recording for the 7th day horde, which I haven't uploaded yet, but uh, that'll be probably the Monday after this video is posted. But they posted a poll in the Discord asking if people think the blood moon should not be something we worry about and just focus on larger hordes, or the other way around. That's a pretty good magazine to get to, but I think I'd kind of like it if they focused less on the blood moon hordes, whatever you want to call it. Um, Simply because Afterlife does take a lot of time, and I feel like because of that, you have to focus on the horde night, but it's kind of difficult too because you have to focus on getting so much resources and stuff to even build the defenses for horde night. And that's not to say it's not doable, but I think it feels more tedious than in vanilla or Darkness Falls, for example, where you get resources way faster. And just generally, I don't think it's a bad thing to move away from horde nights and just focus on having bigger hordes. The only thing I don't like about the wandering hordes when they're huge is, you know, they can be random. Talking about another toilet pistol here. Its quality was only 1 though, so definitely not better than the weapon we have, which I think we'll be able to get one relatively soon. Well, no. We'd have to get lucky and find a map to buried treasure. But either way, I mean, we'll make do with what we have, right? I found out that you can use things like the silver and gold nuggets to put into the ATM, and it converts into coins, which is what got me my second gun on my other world that I play off recordings. And the first one is actually I looted from a tier 1 POI in the desert. So, oh, did a cut here for, I think I was getting full on weight or in inventory space. So I came back here just to loot a bunch of, or not loot, but store all the stuff that I loot, which I usually cut this out. Um, I don't like keeping my sorting stuff in, because it can be kind of boring, especially if I'm, with how absent-minded I am. I might sit there and look through a thing twice, I'll look through a bunch of boxes a couple of times and not find what I'm looking for because I'm just not looking with enough focus. I also have that toilet paper, which I haven't scrapped yet, which bothers me looking back at it now because, it only gives one, like one paper. Also, I really like this method of storing stuff in the containers. It becomes a really, really pretty powerful thing later on. Because, like I said, I've been, playing that other world, and it's just having so much water and drinks at your disposal and having the ability to craft so many jars. Or not craft, but, hold on to them and then be able to just make them into water is it's a really good thing, because the only thing that really stops you from making a ton of water is not having jars. So being able to just empty anything you don't need to drink on demand, but not have to get rid of it, like Shiraz or beer and stuff, is pretty good. We definitely need more storage crates too. I know I end up building more, but I don't remember how much more. Um, but yeah, as I was saying before, I think the day 7 horde doesn't really go super, how do I put it? It's not like, it's not exciting. So when I edit that down, it's going to be a pretty quick night, because the zombie pathing in Afterlife is not very good. I'll mention this in the next video as well. Uh, a lot of the times you can have direct paths to you, and the zombies will still be on walls around you. Um, I've had in my other world times where things will be weird and the zombies will be on things near my base, but they won't actually get in. Like I've got holes around my base where the zombies will just randomly dig, like even if I'm not close to the base. So I'm not sure what that's really about. It's kind of strange. Okay, so here we are back at the house. Just looting more stuff. Tend to take a lot of bricks and things, which won't really be much useful until later when we can start getting clay better. Because, it takes clay to make the, what is it? I know there's the primitive mortar. Maybe it's just mortar, which is what is needed for the bricks, for you to upgrade into brick blocks, which kind of sucks, but at least there's some sense of progression. You see, we're already overweight too. Like, I honestly really hate the weight system, but that's really neither here nor there. It's fine. There's just times that I don't like. It can be a little annoying. Like, for example, when you're doing decor, the tier 4 stuff, as far as I've seen, all of it is 300 kilograms or more. So you can't like reliably carry it to and from one base to another. So it's better to just set up in a place that already has, like, say, a bunch of like, how do you say it, bunch of tools, or a bunch of T4 stuff, and then bring a bunch of other tier 3 and 2 and 1 stuff to it. Like, I think the ruby, the red ruby is what it's called. That one's a pretty good place because there's like several tables. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna try and look for a desert soon. See if we can't score some loot from that. It's not too hard to do as the sheriff because ferals will spawn their like normal zombies, but they if you have the pistol, you can take them down pretty decently, even beginning game. So the only thing is I need to get the bike first, which means I need to get a wrench for the mechanical parts, and then I need to get what's the other thing? I need to get the forge made, which we're gonna work on after day 7. So day 8, that's what the whole focus is going to be. And what I just craft there, I think it was well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm watching a video of the footage after the fact. So, oh, it looks like, oh yeah, okay, it was just arrows. So, that's good because we can use those. I really like the bow, especially when it gets to the wooden bow. The wooden bow is pretty good. It's kind of like one shot some things with the wooden bow and the bronze arrows, which um, bronze will be getting soon. Also, after day 7, after the Horde Night, I'm going to do like a what do you call it? Like an overview of how I feel about the mod, some of the things I do and don't like about it. I've already got a tiny script written for that, and it doesn't cover everything, but I think it covers some of the major points. Um, I tried to keep it definitely not unbiased. It is 100% biased, but I tried to make it with the thought in mind that this mod is made how Redbeard, the author, wants it to be, not how I want it to be. I do have issues with it, as in, there's just things that I don't particularly like that is changed, but that'll be for after day 7. I'll have like a little post commentary after the Horde Night actually ends, and I will talk about just the mod in general and how I feel. I certainly wouldn't take any of my criticisms at face value. Like, everybody likes different things. I just happen to not like the extremely slow pace of Afterlife. Um, Not saying that I hate a slow pace. Um, I just do not like how slow it is because it feels too much in the other direction. Things are a lot more tedious than they should be, and of course the weight really factors into that. Like I just don't like having all those inventory slots and not being able to do anything with them because if you pick up something huge or something that weighs a lot but only takes up one slot, then effectively your inventory becomes useless. It also, of course, means I have to make more trips between just one POI. This is where I found out I'm not infected, which doesn't make any sense to me. I'm pretty sure I'm affected on day 7 after the Horde Night because I do get hit a few times, but uh, it was really, really weird when I saw that I wasn't infected because anytime I have gotten to this point, I'm always infected by now. So I'm not sure if that changed with Alpha or moving from Alpha 21 to 1.0, which this is on 1.1 now. But I'm not sure if maybe they made it to where you don't get infected until after the Horde Night. But either way, we're not infected right now, so we don't really have to worry about managing that. I do have antibiotics and quite a few herbal antibiotics, even, so it's kind of strange that I have so much because on my other world I had like none. I was having a really hard time, which kind of hurt after I was a big old dum dum and drank some dirty infected water. Because when I was filling up my jars, I was watching a video, and when I got to the last jar, it kept the dirty water in my hand, and I ended up drinking it thinking I was filling the jar. So I only had one antibiotic. Somehow I never ended up reaching 100% infection before I died, because I kept finding some things to stall it and reduce it. But man, it was stressful because there were a couple times when I got up to 90% and could only bring it back down by like 10%. So it'd go back up to 90% by the time I found the next curative. So that was certainly a process. I'm thinking about playing other mods as well. There's District Zero I kind of want to try. I'm hoping Darkness Falls comes out sometime soon. And see that there's quite a few buildings that we need to loot too, but I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out if, like currently in the post commentary, trying to figure out if it's worth trying to look for a desert or not, because we haven't seen the borders of one, and they give much better loot, but of course the enemies are more dangerous. Just looting all these boxes that I apparently didn't loot before. Soon we're going to try and find some T4 stuff, but before I can do that, we probably need the mini bike, because the mini bike can hold one 300 kilogram item and not go extremely slow. Like, it won't be so over encumbered it can't move, or so encumbered, I guess. But as it stands right now, I think even the bicycle wouldn't let us move, because it can hold about as much as we can, which is, well, a little bit more, I guess, because we can hold, I think it's 100 and probably about 122 kilograms, whereas the bike holds 150, but the pool table weighs 300. The mini bike holds 250, so you're only 50 overweight with that, and I guess it works well enough that it doesn't matter. Just doing some more commentary, and it's almost done. The post commentary stuff, there's about a minute left, but I don't exactly remember what I was doing after this. It's going to be a little bit of a mystery, a surprise, because but I hate that I was muted for so long anyways. Like, I should have noticed, and I guess what happened, because I was looking back at the video when I was editing it, the recording, and there was this moment when I coughed, and it was so loud because I didn't know I was muted, and when I go to cough, I unmute, so I unmuted as I coughed. Ugh, hurt my eardrums. But the only thing I can assume is I must have, like, maybe got some kind of scare, or I went to hit escape or something and accidentally hit my mute key, because it's pretty close. But yeah, you can see our game stage 2, it's not too high, but pretty decent. Anyways, it's about to go back to post commentary, so I'll see you guys in about 5 seconds. Ooh, I just realized I was muted for a long time. I wonder how long it was. Might have to do some post commentary, which is new. So look forward to that, I guess, if I did a big oopsies. I don't even remember hitting the mute button. Okay, so for the literature fragments, takes 100 paper and 10 black paste. God, so much paper. Which is why I generally try and collect as much as I can. So that's where the extra paper has been going. Didn't realize I had put it in here as well. So I need to make black paste, which is pretty easy, really. More coffee. Just go ahead and put that up. Nice. So, did I put anything in this yet? No. I think I'll put goldenrod tea in that one, maybe? Yeah, I don't see why not. And hopefully I don't lose all that. That would... If you've ever wanted to see a grown man cry, it's a pretty good way to see it. Have all of his work be for naught. So I need black paste, which takes charcoal powder. So make all 5 of those. Put the charcoal powder back up. And then we wait.
2 hours later.
Alright, so that's gonna take 50 minutes. It's a long time. But as for now, I'm gonna go try and bust up a dew collector. I think we passed one at some point. Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I had already beat up one. I know there was one over in a POI we had already looted, but I thought there was another dew collector that I had seen, but I guess not. Or again, I had already busted it up. That is another possibility, of course. Yeah, we emptied this out. And nothing in here, I don't think. My, they are coming out of the woodwork. This is why I don't like doing stuff at night. In Afterlife, anyways. We do get vitality for every kill, though. That is definitely something to keep in mind. I'm gonna kill her. And hopefully that's it for him. The dang little divot in the earth there threw me off so much. The uneven terrain. I don't think I'm going to find another dew collector or workbench before morning, unfortunately. I just don't remember where one is. Even though I know we've passed probably quite a few. Alright, we are coming up on day 7 now. So I will be ending this. I almost said stream because I'm so used to streaming. I will be ending the video here. We don't really have a whole lot left to do. Unfortunately, I didn't find that workstation, whether it was a dew collector or chem station or anything. So we'll have to wait for these to go out, and hopefully we'll find one at another point. But for now, that's going to end it. We are on day 7. Our vitality is doing pretty good. We're good on water. We're good on food. So we'll probably do 1 POI tomorrow. Or I guess today now. In the next recording. And figure it out from there. Hopefully we find a workstation we can break down, or we get more books we can scrap. We are thirsty. We can fix that. In fact, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's eat 3 things of sham. And then the goldenrod tea, which will negate one of them. And then I want to eat the chicken soup. I have 30 empty jars. So we'll fill that up soon and probably get another container. And then I have money here. It's not going to be a lot, but I'm going to go see what the conversion rate for the counterfeit money is. But for now, that's where we're going to end it. Oh, wait, let me get this torch unequipped because I will forget. So yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. It's day 6, so the next one will be day 7. We'll do the Horde Night, and then we will end it there. We're going to try and do at least one POI, see if we can't get to 10 on Forged Ahead. If not, no biggie, but it would be nice if we could. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like the content, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of 7 Days to Die and just general other games from time to time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.